Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I am Rashid Kani, and today I am delivering my first lecture on the topic percentage. This is O levels D1 mathematics, and this is my first lecture on this topic. So, first of all, we begin with the most important basics of the percentages. So, first of all, the term the term percentage come from Latin word percentum. The word percentage come from Latin word percentum, which means by the hundred. So in very simplest forms, anything out of 100 or by the hundred is called percentage, or we can say that percentage are the percentage are the fractions between with 100 as the denominator, with 100 as the denominator. Any fraction whose denominator is 100 is said to be a percentage. In other words, in other words, it is the relation between it is the relation between parts and the whole, part and the whole. It is the relation between part and the whole, where the values of whole, where the value of whole is always taken as 100. For example, if the marks of a student in maths are marks of the student in maths are 15 and the total marks are 50, then percentage can be calculated by expressing then percentage can be calculated by expressing marks obtained expressing marks obtained as a fraction of total marks as a fraction of total marks multiplied by 100. So if you can see an example I have wrote over here that the marks of the student is 15 and the total marks are 50. So 15 can be considered as a part and 50 can be considered as a whole. So this is the part of a whole. 15 is the part of a whole. So percentage of a part, that is 15, out of whole, that is 50, is calculated like that: 15 divided by 50 times 100. Or I can write it over here as the marks obtained divided by total marks multiply by 100%. So this is the way how to percentage can be calculated. Marks obtained can be considered as a part and the total marks are considered as the whole. So part divided by whole multiplied by 100 is the formula for the percentage. So part of a quantity divided by whole quantity multiplied by 100 is the percentage. So this is the way to find the percentage. So what is the percentage of 15 out of 50? 15 divided by 50. 15 is the part, 50 is the whole, 15 is the obtained marks, 50 is the uh, total marks. I multiply them with 100, so we get 30%. So 15 out of 50 means 30% marks the student is uh, obtaining if he gets 15 marks out of 50. So this was the percentage. So what actually the percentage is, let us discuss here. What is percentage? Here we try to define percentage in exact words. What the percentage is? The percentage is a fraction. Percentage is a fraction or a ratio in which the value of whole in which the value of whole that is denominator is always 100. A ratio or a fraction in which denominator is always 100 is called the percentage. For example, for example, 30% marks in math means that 30 marks out of 100. 30 marks out of 100. 30% mean 30 marks out of 100. So anything out of 100 is called percentage. So 30 out of 100, this is the actual fraction. So it becomes 3 over 10, 3 marks out of 10, or we can write it as 30 ratio 100 in the ratio, in term of ratio. So this is the percentage. So symbol, what is the symbol of a percentage? Symbol of percentage. The symbol of percentage is this one. This is the percentage symbol. It's mean that if something out of 100 means if there is written 30%, it means this is equals to 30 out of 100, or we can write it as 30 ratio 100. So this is the fraction where denominator is 100 and its symbol is this. percentage symbol. So examples, let us look at some examples. 10% means 10 out of 100. It means it is equals to 0.1. So next is 25% means 25 over 100. If we simplify it, we get 1 over 4, which is equals to, in decimal form, 0.25. So next is 50%. 50% means 50 out of 100. That is 1 over 2, which is equals to 0.5. So these are few examples of a percentage. Next, we try to do some another words definition of a percentage. That is percentage definition. Percentage definition. The percentage is defined as percentage is defined as a given part or amount in every 100. For example, if you have 200 rupees in your pocket, if you have 200 rupees in your pocket, this is the total amount you have, and you want to spend 30% of it, 30% of 200, then what is the exact amount you have to spend? The exact amount can be calculated as 30% of 200 means 30 divided by 100 multiplied by 200, which is equals to, after simplification, 30 times 2 equals to 60 rupees. You have to spend 60 rupees to spend 30% of 200. So this is the way, the definition of a percentage, and this is the way to calculate a percentage. So some let us discuss some real life examples of a percentage. Real life examples. Some real life examples. Some real life examples of percentage are: number one, composition of oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen in air. You have studied in chemistry that the or air where we breathe is the composition of oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen, and what percent of oxygen is there in our air, what percent of oxygen, hydrogen is there in the air, and what percent of nitrogen is in the air. So this is the real life example of a percentage. Next is the percentage of battery in your phone. Percentage of battery in your phone. And the last example of a percentage in our daily life is percentage of your marks interest. Percentage of your marks in test. Okay, now let us see how do we minus a percentage to subtract some percentage from to subtract some percentage from a number. Just multiply that number. Just multiply that number by the percentage you want to retain. By the percentage you want to retain. For example, to subtract 10% from 500, just multiply 90% by 500. For example, 500 can be considered as a 100%, and you want to subtract 10% of this 100% amount, that is 500. Uh, then what should you do? You should do 90% of 500. You have to find 90% of 500. That it means that 90 over 100 times 500. So 450 is the remaining amount. You have to subtract only 10%, but you have to find 90%. The amount which you want to retain is 90%. So only 10% is subtracted, not of 100%. So that's how we minus a percentage. So next is how do we find percentage? How do we find percentage? The percentage can be found by can be found by dividing the value by the total value by the total value and then multiplying the result by 100 and then multiplying the result by 100. And its formula is formula to find a percentage of percentage is value divided by total value multiply by 100%. So this is how we find a percentage. So next, let us see, can a percentage be more than 100? Can a percentage be more than 100? Its answer is yes. A percentage can be more than 100 when we have a value when we have a value that is larger than the total value. That is larger than the total value. For example, if you bought a product in RS in 100 rupees and you sell it in 250 rupees, then you get a profit of 150 rupees. So the percentage of profit is greater than the percentage of the cost price. So in this way, your selling price, percentage of selling price is 250. The original price was 100 multiplied by 100%. So the percentage you obtained is 250%. So hence you have the percentage which is more than 100%. Next, we see the percentage of a number. What is the percentage of a number? The percentage of a number is the value of the number, the percentage of a number is the value of the number out of 100. It is calculated by using the formula part over whole multiply by 100%. For example, there are 26 boys and 24 girls in a class. There are 26 boys and 24 girls in a class. The percentage of boys in the class is the percentage of boys in the class is 26. The number of boys divided by total strength of the class, which is 26 plus 24 multiplied by 100%. So hence we calculate the percentage of boys in the class, that is 26 divided by 50 times 100%. 50 twos are 100, so 26 twos are 52% boys. Hence, we have calculated the number percentage of boys, which is 52 out of 100. Now, let us discuss the percentage change. Percentage change is the change in the percentage from the old value to the new value. Percentage change is the change in the percentage change in the percentage from the old value to the new value. And its formula is percentage change is equals to difference between old and new value. Difference between old and new value divided by old value multiply by 100%. So this is how we calculate the percentage change. So this is all for today. This is all the required basics of the chapter percentages. And I hope you understand that. If you have any problem, please feel free to ask me anything in the comment section. In my next lecture, I will solve exercise 8A. So till then, take care of yourself and do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.